What's up, YouTube? I am back with some more Resident Evil 4 Remake. And we left off where we had just found Luis. Also, forgive me for the sound of the TV not being on. My mom's trying to sleep. And I'm just gonna let this video be the commentary sound and the gameplay footage. So, let's see where we're at now. Personally, I still think it's crazy that Leon had enough strength to snap that zombie's neck that simplistically. So as you can see, we have no gear in our inventory, but it's okay because we're about to go explore. We're gonna find it. So that's basically where we're at now. We're going to the church. But as you can remember, if you play the original Resident Evil 4, you can't necessarily go right in the church without the insignia key. Well, it's one of the insignia keys, because there's another one in the original PS2 version where there's an actual insignia key, and then there's one for the actual church door, and that's the one we need, is a church door key. But okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in stealth mode here. We're gonna get a stealth attack. Leon's gear is in this room, but we haven't unlocked the gate yet. So we gotta figure out how to get in there. So we managed to kill him. The only thing that's important about that guy is making sure that when you parry, that you're able to do it successfully. Now what I did for that guy is I just spammed the parry button, because it makes it just a little bit easier. You'd think it'd be a little bit more hard to parry you guys, but as you can see, that guy had a pitchfork in his hand, and I parried his pitchfork with my knife. So it was really just a matter of executing the parry move at the right time. Now if we do this, this will unlock the gate on the other side. We have to run back into that room we were just in to get our gear. So we're going to run back to this gate as quickly as we can. And if you're fast enough, you can slip through, but we just got into bear trap, so we got to do this quick. No, we were not fast enough because the bear trap activated on us. It's okay, we'll give it another shot. It's really just a matter of being able to crouch under that door before it fully closes on you. So we're going to do that again. Now we're going to let go, and we're going to break out in a run. Just got to get there as fast as we can. Almost there. We did it. You want to get as much of the stuff on the big table that's in here as you can. You don't have to get what's in here because you will not have the key for it yet. Later on in the game, you will find keys and you can backtrack to this room to open this if you want. You can unlock this door, but there's really no reason to do that because we don't really need to go back in there. Except that we do, because this door that you came through can't be opened unless you're using that spinny wheel mechanism thing. So you do actually have to come through here. I lied, I'll admit that. And then we have our first merchant out here. I'm gonna go buy some weapons. Buy some weaponry. See this blue medallion paper right here. This one's not about this though. This is about the rat extermination problem inside the abandoned factory. I think this is rifle ammo actually right here. Yeah. We're not really going to depend on the rifle right away. If I think about it, I need to get the TMP. See how you can get the bolt thrower. Should also be able to get the TMP. It's kind of weird though. How much is the rifle? 12,000. The reason that in the original Resident Evil 4 I like to get the TMP machine gun is because it's better to get to the zombies close range. You know, bust a couple shots off in the zombies' kneecaps, and then run up and knife attack them, get them on the ground if they're still alive, knife attack them again, and then they die. And then you break out into a run and get to safety or high ground, and then you continue to attack them with your TMP. If they try to come up a ladder, you can just knock the ladder down. But you can't buy the TMP, you can only get fucking the rifle. But I don't have enough space in my inventory. But we gonna sell some stuff. We're not going to sell the red ruby yet because we can actually put that in a treasure later when we find it. So we only have 3 things to sell: the Hunter's Lodge key, the Dirty Pearl pendant, and the 2 velvet blues. We're going to do that. Then we're going to trade. No, we can't trade yet because we don't have any of the spinels yet. But if we did, we could trade for a laser sight, a Punisher handgun, or a yellow diamond. It should probably be better to get the yellow diamond or the Punisher in that case scenario. But we're not doing that because we can't. So I'm actually not going to get the rifle, I'm just going to level up my handgun. And then when the right time presents itself, I'm going to buy the shotgun and the red 9. And then I'm going to sell my handgun. So we're upgrading the stock power 1 time, the rate of fire 1 time, and then we're going to exit out of this menu. And we're going to be done talking to this guy. Okay, I got this gate over here. But we don't have a key for it. We need the equal key for it. So I'm going to break down on this right coming this way. And I got this old lady over here. Just shot her in the face. Run up, kick her in the chest. Stick a knife in her neck. You can see I do get a little bit of gold from killing these like low level enemies, but the most gold you get is usually from jewels and such, like round cut stones or a beer stein. If it has 3 different stones inserted in it, you could sell the elegant headpiece later on. It really just depends on what you're trying to sell. You could sell a bunch of like fucking dead snakes if you really wanted to. Well, they haven't started attacking yet, but this guy's about to come around that corner. I'm gonna hit him in the knee. 1 time in the head. He should be dead. Yep. I'll break this barrel. Give that other guy a second to cross over that bridge so I can shoot him. Hit him in the knee. Hit him in the right side of his shoulder. And we're gonna reload at this point because somebody else is definitely coming. Yep. Hit him in the knee. Hit him in the head. He's not dead. 1 more shot. I'm gonna actually use I was gonna use a flash grenade, but I don't want to waste that. And then they also just blew themselves up. Luckily they are dropping a good bit of handgun ammo. And I figured out which of these guys has the dynamite, so I just blew up his dynamite stick in his hand, which as a result blew his entire body up. At this point, we need to blow this guy up by the powder keg. No, he was too far away from the explosive tank. Reload, Leon, reload. Shit. Oh. Sorry about that. My phone kind of fell over during recording. Anyways, I'm coming this way at this point. Over this Little bridge, we're gonna start breaking out into a sprint. Take a left. Reload if you have to. Ah, I was not expecting that. That's my fault actually. Because I kind of zoned out for just a second there. I'm gonna hit the explosive barrel. Although I don't think that did any damage to any zombie over there because they were all coming after me at that particular moment. Reload. Break the barrels. Now we still got a couple zombies that are pretty close. That is okay because we have frag grenade. We're not going to use our flash grenade yet because we can use that for the next chainsaw guy. Toss our frag down. And then we have our first ruby, well, our second ruby. Because we did already have one in our inventory, but we can't sell it yet, if you remember. Because we can use that later. What we can do is open this. And it'll stay open. And go back for this money right here. Now I can go for that gate, but I still didn't go into the next cabin house that I need to go through, which is important because I believe that there is still a jewelry piece that I need. If you remember in the original, see we got a small key there. If you wanted to, you could go back to that one place where Leon picked up his gear earlier and use that. I might use that. I don't know. Got people coming after me. You saw that. I shot the guy coming up the ladder. My instinct told me there was somebody coming up. Somebody coming up a second time there. Now at this point they're going to keep coming up there, I think. So we're going to knife. They're not finished yet either. As you can see, I just got fucking assaulted with an explosive from a guy downstairs. We really need to heal. Use a brown chicken egg. Finally, found the guy that was throwing dynamite at me. Come break this barrel. I think I'm going the wrong way. What I actually want to do is go back to where that gearbox was, where Leon picked up his guns and weapons earlier and open that. I need to look at my map real quick and see where the fuck we came in. So I'm actually going the wrong way, I think. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way now, because remember, we needed the eagle key, which we didn't get yet from where we just were. That's okay, so we're going to go back. The thing we need is in there, if you recall, so we actually have to use this turning mechanism again, and then repeat the process so we can get what's in that drawer. Just make sure you're in full sprint mode when you're coming around this bend. Alright, and then crouch to come under here. We'll do a roll move. Now we have key. Yeah. Got our key. Oh, you know what? We actually do have the eagle key too. We got that when we were, I believe when we were on that rooftop. Remember when we kept shooting the zombies that were trying to come up the ladder, and then we knife attacked the one last guy that was coming up the ladder. Well, we also found a chest up there with the hexagonal emblem, which had the eagle in it. So we're gonna use this key though. And we got the elegant mask that I was talking about earlier. You can put jewels in this and it'll become worth more later on. So combining treasures, it'll explain what combining treasures does. Which really just adds more value to the piece that you're trying to sell. So, but at this point, we got the merchant here again, just like last time. And since we already got the eagle key, we can actually place it in here. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna cut it short here and end it, and come back in the next one.